All right. Good evening, everyone. Just making sure I got everything pulled up. Gonna continue Final Fantasy VII tonight. Uh, had to remember where we were at. It's a very long day today for work and stuff. Got back a bit later, so I didn't have a lot of downtime to kind of do the prep I try to do before these streams for the Final Fantasy stuff. So it took me a little bit to remember. So last week, we set out to go rescue Aerith. So we headed to the Shinra, I believe it was Shinra headquarters. Basically stormed right into there. Made our way up the floors, very gradually working our way through. Some of the floors had different puzzles and stuff. Got a couple good items. Eventually made our way to Aerith, where we found scientist Hojo. Was doing all kinds of weird experiments and stuff. Managed to free Aerith, and in the process, we also freed Red 13, who then joined the party. We did that first battle, and then I got a weird glitch with talking to the scientist that gives me the key card for the next floor. The game bugged out, so I had to reset, had to backtrack a little bit, and then wrapped up right after that. So we'll be picking up from there. We're right after that first battle with Red 13, and now it's time to just explore. I hope that's where it is. Let's see. If I go back. Oh yeah, I was able to rearrange the party after. I was like, wait, why is it Aerith now? Does she have... Yeah. But Materia is not correct. Oh wait, yeah it is. It just didn't show for some reason. Okay. So I need to go back up, I believe. I believe it's here. Yes. Sorry. Hope is just wanting a lot of attention. Okay. Oh. Alright. So continuing, I believe we want to go up. Is that right? Oh, okay. Okay, so we do want to just go down. I'm going to ignore them. Hopefully. Okay, they don't hit hard, so it's not the worst. Alright. Why not? I'm not gonna wait around. Goes. Position the chair. Alright. Let's just try to get through this quickly. Okay, yeah, they're not that strong, so... now let's actually try to make progress. What? Why does that not make sense? Okay. Elevator is down here. Hey, what is it? Would you press up, please? Tux, must be a trap. It must have been a real thrill for you. Did you enjoy it? Ugh. There we go. President, you all got caught too? Where's Aerith? In a safe place. She's the last surviving ancient. Don't you know, they called themselves the XIII and lived thousands of years ago. Now they are just a forgotten page in history. Oh jeez, Red 13 voice. XIII, that girl, is she a survivor of the XIII? Just gonna do normal stuff for that. XIII, or the ancients, will show us the way to the promised land. I'm expecting a lot out of her. Promised land? Isn't that just a legend? Even so, it's just too appealing to not pursue. It's been said the Promised Land is very fertile. If the land is fertile, then there's gotta be Mako. Exactly. That is why our money-sucking Mako reactor is necessary. Money-sucking reactor? Jeez. The abundant Mako will just come out on its own. That is where Neo Midgar will be built. Shinra's new glory. I can quit dreaming. Oh really? Don't you know? These days all it takes for your dreams to come true is money and power. Unfortunately. Well, that is all for our meeting. Come on, out of his way. Hold it. I got a lot I want to say to you. If you need something else, talk to my secretary. Okay. Can we get out? Kinda hard. Don't give up. I wonder how Barrett is doing. Let's do Aerith first. Cloud, are you there? Aerith, you safe? Yeah, I'm alright. I knew that Cloud would come for me. Hey, I'm your bodyguard, right? The deal was for one date, right? Oh. Oh, I get it. Tifa, you're there too? Excuse me? You know, Aerith, I have a question. What? Does the Promised Land really exist? I don't know. All I know is the Cetra were born from the planet, speak with the planet, and unlock the planet. And then the Cetra will return to the Promised Land, a land that promises supreme happiness. What does that mean? More than words, I don't know. Speak with the planet. Just what does the planet say? It's full of people and noisy. That's why I can't make out what they are saying. You hear it now? I only heard it at the church in the slums. Mother said that Midgar was no longer safe. That is my real mother. Someday I'll get out of Midgar, speak with the planet, and find my promised land. That's what Mom said. I thought I would stop hearing her voice as I grew up, but... Okay. Let's see how Barrett's doing. Hey. Aerith is an ancient, and the real name of the ancients is Cetra. The ancients know where the Promised Land is, and the Shinra is searching for that Promised Land. I only heard stories about the Promised Land. I don't know if it really exists. Is that right? Okay, good chat. Oh, the Shinra believe that the Promised Land is full of Mako energy. It means if the Shinra get there, they'll suck up all the Mako energy. Oh, I can just walk while you do. And the land will wither away. The planet's gonna get weaker. I can't just leave them be. I'm recruiting new members. Me, Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith too. How about you? You're so damn boring. Before I do the next one, I want to check one thing. Just to make sure I don't hit the wrong button. Grandpa. Grandpa. What's so funny? Nothing. Just get some sleep. Alright. Door's open. When did it open? Oh. What's happened? Tifa, wake up. What's wrong? Something's wrong. Look outside. Or just notice the door is open. I wonder what happened. He should have the key on him. Come on, Tifa. Get Aerith. I'll go help Barrett and the others. Barrett, Red 13, come with me. Something's wrong. How'd you get in? Why is the door open? Okay. The hell's going on? No human could have done this. I'll go on ahead. I'll clean up back here, so you guys go ahead and don't get caught up by Shinra. Come on, let's follow Red 13. Okay. Okay, that didn't get unequipped, so let's see. Aerith's got all of hers. So let's see. Let's see. We'll give. Wait. Wise fire. Store fire, ice, elemental. Do I have a second fire? Okay. Let's do steel. Sense. I have 2 senses too? Okay. Why not? And since I have the extras... might as well just keep leveling some of that stuff up. Okay. Let's take that off. Ooh. Okay. Genova specimen. Looks like it went to the upper floor using that elevator for the specimens. Okay. Let's see. What enemy is the one that I want to look for? Okay. Just want to make sure I know what the thing is that I want to keep an eye out for. Okay, these don't hit too hard, it seems. Ooh. Okay, that deals some damage. Two Phoenix Downs, though. That's a really good drop. Alright, let's save quick. I always forget. There we go. Okay. At least we have a convenient trail to follow. Looks like it leads up. Alright, we got another little save point. Oh, okay. Just another battle right away. Okay. Oh, back attack. Dang it. Okay, so definitely want to heal after this. Oof. Nice. Okay. Oh well. This will still finish it. Not how I planned to do it, but whatever. Alright, well. We'll just walk back over, heal, and save. Now follow the trail up. Okay. There's the president. He's dead. The leader of Shinra Inc. is dead. So we know who's not the villain. Then this sword must be Sephiroth's. Sephiroth is alive? Looks like it. Only Sephiroth can use that sword. Who cares who did it? This is the end of the Shinra now. Please, don't kill me. What happened? Sephiroth came. Did you see him? Did you see Sephiroth? Yeah, I saw him. I saw him with my own eyes. You really saw him? Would I lie to you at a time like this? And I heard his voice too. He was saying something about not letting us have the Promised Land. Then what? Does that mean that the Promised Land really exists and that Sephiroth's here to save it from Shinra? So he's a good guy then. Save the Promised Land, a good guy? No. It's not that simple. I know him. Sephiroth's mission is different. Rufus. Shit, I forgot about him. Who's that? Vice President Rufus, the president's son. What? So Sephiroth was actually here. By the way, who are you guys? I'm Cloud, former soldier first class. I'm from Avalanche. Same. Flower girl from the slums. A research specimen. What a delightful ragtag bro. What a crew. Well, I'm Rufus, the president of Shinra. You only president because your old man died. Hey, Ivysaur, how's it going? That's right. I'll let you hear my new appointment speech. Old man tried to control the world with money. It seems to have been working. The population thought that Shinra would protect them. Work at Shinra, get your pay. If a terrorist attacks the Shinra army, we'll help you. It looks perfect on the outside. But I do things differently. I control the world with fear. It takes too much to do it like my old man. A little fear will control the minds of the common people. There's no reason to waste money on them. Sounds familiar. He's even got the orange to go with it. He likes to make speeches just like his father. Get out of this building with Aerith. What? I'll explain later. Barrett, this is the real crisis for the planet. How's that supposed to mean? It's a weird pose that Cloud does there. I'll tell you later. Just take my word for it now. I'll go after I take care of him. All right, Cloud. Okay. Cloud, I just thought of something. I'll wait for Cloud. Everyone get to the elevator. It's going to get pretty ugly from here on. We should check on our equipment. Cloud and Teep is materia. Yes, remove. Alright. Okay, we got fire, we got ice. Red. Let's put all lightning. Fire. Poison. Not cover. Put a sense. Then Barret. We'll put cover. Put sense. We'll put steel. I have not played the game in about 20 years. I played it once when I was younger. I've watched several Let's Plays since. And I've yeah, I do not remember a lot. So this is part of a series I've done. So I recently finished Final Fantasy VIII. I'm now replaying Final Fantasy VII, basically reevaluating childhood opinions of games I had. With this case, the opinion was that I thought Final Fantasy VIII was better than 7. I played both of them once as a kid, did not really have good media literacy, did not really fully absorb the plots and absorb everything about them. I know much more of 7's plot over the years because it's the Golden Child, so there's more exposure to it. So replaying 8, I did not remember a lot of the plot. Yeah, it still was a little 7's. It's a bit more. Well, I'm gonna say a bit more straightforward. It's a little more obvious, like at least in the dialogue, what the plot is for 7. They each have, obviously, I mean, every game has their strengths and weaknesses, but basically I'm replaying them both and seeing, do I still think 8 was better? Do I think 7's better? We'll see when I finish it. I have a feeling I'm going to like 7 overall better by the time I'm done. As far as the story and everything, I'm going to make a whole set of kind of like a grading rubric for how I'm going to score them to try to eliminate as many biases as possible. I do still prefer the characters of 8 over 7. I just like them better. But I do think 7's story as a whole is a much tighter, better story. Okay. Where do we go? Yeah, this way. Actually, before I do anything, I should check. We actually have equipment set properly. Yeah. Just make sure Barrett's, yeah, he's got the carbon bangle on. Good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Guess we aren't going down yet. Okay, now, before I do anything, I need to take a sip of water before I have to focus on a boss battle. Alright. Okay, now I'm ready for this. Fire, attack, bolt. Ooh, that hit hard. Feeling this is going to go very smoothly. It's breaking into a Naruto run. Okay, that did not hit hard at all, so that's fine. We'll save that for now. We'll give it one more. Bother to heal. We'll use that. So if it uses main artillery, then. Okay. Do I outrace it? I did. Okay. AB cannon. Use it. Okay. Just one puts him to sleep. I think I'll let Aerith limit break now. C cannon? Okay. I think we're in really good shape. Let's use Mind Blow. Might finish it off here. No. Okay. Well. Okay. Another mithril amulet. Mithril armlet, not amulet. Okay. Press menu or triangle, remove material from other members of square. Oh. Nope, wrong button again. Nope. Okay, remove materia. There, had to do that first. Got it. Okay. That's what I was doing wrong. Restore, just in case. Just to make sure. I just hit the wrong button for that. Lightning hand. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's head in. Why do you want to fight me? You seek the Promised Land and Sephiroth. Exactly. Did you know that Sephiroth is an ancient? A lot has happened. Anyway, I can't let either you or Sephiroth have the Promised Land. I see. I guess this means we won't become friends. Okay. If you can't be friends, then you have to fight each other. That's the rule. Ooh, that hits nice and hard. Let's just keep doing that. See, does that just do it? Oh no. Oh, it did. That's all for today. Okay. Okay. So we have to fight. Down. Easy enough battle. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. Just to be safe, I'm just gonna do one quick heal. Okay, let's go save quick. Don't want to have to backtrack. Alright, there's Tifa. Where's Rufus? I couldn't finish him. Looks like this is gonna get complicated. Okay. No one has materia on. Okay, well I could still make this work. Don't have cure though, so let's do that quick. Okay, I'll go on ahead. Shit, surrounded, huh? If I was alone, this wouldn't be a thing, but I got a reputation to protect. You all get out while you can. It's not you they're after, it's me. Yeah, well that ain't happening. You got caught up in this over Marlene. Now it's my turn to watch out for you. Okay, playtime's over for you jackasses. Thank you, Mr. Barrett. Who you calling Mr. Barrett? That don't sound right. Well then. You are through talking, may I suggest that we think of a way to get out of here? Huh? Oh yeah. You a cold man. Just like someone else around here I know. You say something? Not a thing. So what are we gonna do? Barrett. Alright. Everyone's getting there. Tifa, where's Cloud? Everyone, over here. Huh? What's up? Where's Cloud? I'll tell you later. Hurry, hurry. That's so goofy. But again, I said it during Final Fantasy VIII, this era of CG, I just love it. It's so fun. Oh man. Okay. Okay, square attack on the left, circle attack on the right. Form party. Okay. Okay. Menu. Take restore off. Put restore there. Does Barrett have? Still. Okay. Menu. Oh, they're just down there. Steel and Sense. Cloud. Cloud will still do cover. Order. Okay. Alright, I think I'm all set here. So, attack on left, attack on right, control the bike with directional buttons. Alright, let's see how this goes. Got him. Okay, not the best start there. I'm doing terribly with this. Okay. Well, it's mostly Red 13 getting hit, and he's not in the team, so maybe it's not a big deal. Barrett's getting hit now. I'm terrible at this kind of perspective stuff on these types of things. Just have no sense of where I am during it. Okay. Okay, so not great. Okay. Let's just do that cure all quick. Let's see. I had Bolt on Cloud, so. Okay, that's a decent amount. Let's see what Cloud does with Bolt. Oh, wow, okay. That's the move. Actually, should have just waited for Aerith to, realistically, to just get her limit break and just heal that way, but oh well. Ooh. Oof. That hit hard. Cure. Alright. Again, not that bad of a battle. Okay. Well, what do we do now? Sephiroth is alive. I have to settle the score. And that'll save the planet? Seems like it. Alright, I'm going. I'll go too. I have things that I want to find out. About the ancients. Many things. I guess this is goodbye, Midgar. Okay. I'm going back to my hometown. I'll go with you as far as that. I guess this is the start of our journey. It's dangerous. You sure you want to go? But you know, it should be alright if you keep your promise. You know what? This is the first time I've ever left Midgar. Really? You worried? A little? No, maybe a lot. But I have my bodyguard, right? We told Aerith's mom to go somewhere safe, so Marlene should be safe too. Yeah, she should be. She said she didn't want to stay in Midgar anymore. Maybe it's for the best. Okay. Then, let's go. We need a group leader for our journey. Of course, only me could be the leader. You think so? It would have to be Cloud. Shit, alright. Go northeast to a town called Calm. If something happens, we'll meet up there. Besides, we can't have 5 people strolling down the field. It's too dangerous. Split us into 2 parties. Alright. Let's go Barret and Aerith. Alright. Well, see you at Calm. Okay. So all the materia should be set. Sure, you can double up on sense, why not? Okay, equipment. Have everything. Oh, okay. Alright. Give Barrett the enemy skill command. Okay. Okay, on the world map, access menu anytime and select save to save your game. Yay. One thing I genuinely do not miss from this era are save points. I very much prefer being able to just save anytime I want. Okay. Just gonna do a quick stretch and we will make our way to calm. There we go. Check one note to make sure I know what to do if I encounter. Okay, so to the northeast. Okay. Anything we could steal. And let's also see, does Bolt just finish it off? Okay. Okay. Alright. We've reached calm. Yo, I'll be waiting at the inn. Hurry up and get your butt over here. Alright, well then, I'll go on ahead. Okay. Mr. Cloud, your party is waiting for you on the second floor. Alright. Cloud, you're late. Yo, man, you're late. They literally just ran ahead of me. I followed them into the building. Sorry to keep you waiting. Guess everyone's here now. So let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis facing the planet? Let's hear it all. Yeah. Let's get the actual plot. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he's older than me, and he hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call him a war buddy. We trusted each other, until one day. One day? After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. It sure is raining hard. Hey, how are you doing? I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I never had motion sickness. Everything okay? Hey. Settle down. They gave me some new materia. I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. You going to brief us about this mission? Alright, before I continue, I really like how they have the rain effect on those windshield wipers. Like, it just kind of caught my attention. I like how they did that. This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I joined soldiers so I could be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a war hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission, kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? Thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures, then we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Mako reactor at Nibelheim. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sirs, something strange just crashed into our truck. That would be our monster. Yep. I think we could take them. Sephiroth's strength is unreal. He is far stronger in reality than any story you might have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim. How does it feel? It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father. What does it matter? Alright, let's go. Let's see. It's so boring being on watch. You want to do what we always do? Shall we practice? Oh, you mean practice my pose? Does someone in Soldier always have to be careful about what other people think? How'd it go? Was it like this? Good job. Really don't want to be in Soldier. Psst, keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble. The Mako smell is pretty bad here. Okay. Yo, wait a minute. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Genova. That's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. Tifa, I was only... Okay, Cloud, continue. It's a reunion of childhood pals. I was really surprised with Tifa. The town was quiet. Everyone must be staying in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. No, maybe they're afraid of us. We'll leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Oh, that's right. You may visit your family and friends. I heard Sephiroth was coming. I got my camera ready. Want a shot of Sephiroth and the monster. Take my picture. I don't take pictures with nobodies. Freaking nerd. This is my house. Yo, wait, I want to hear. Me too, it's been a long time. Tell us more. You saw your family, right? Don't want to talk about it. Ain't gonna force you. Cloud, did you go into my house? I thought you might be home. Cloud, did you go into my room? See, orthopedic underwear. Just kidding. Cloud, we're talking about something really important here. The letter. Did you read it? Yeah. You remember what it said? I remember clearly. I read it. It was a letter addressed to Tifa from the son of that guy that runs the general store. Tifa, how are you? I just arrived in Midgar 8 days ago. Yesterday all of Nibelheim got together to welcome me. The only person that we couldn't get a hold of was Cloud. But everyone said he wasn't really that close to us, so even if we asked, he probably wouldn't have come anyway. Well, enough about him. Midgar's really something, but to tell the truth, I feel so behind on everything. So out of it. Even the rooms of people in the slums are clean. Right now I'm living in the slums, but I plan to move to a really nice room like the ones I've seen in magazines once I make some money. But to do that, I guess I have to find a job first. That's right, I still haven't found a job yet. I lied to my parents and told them I found a great job with Shinra Inc. I wonder if it's too late to go back. Sometimes I think I should have taken over my parents' store. Do you remember all of it? Yeah, I remember it all. Because there was some stuff about me. I just made it here to Midgard, but all I think about is Nibelheim. Hey, Tifa, is that stupid old water tower still working? Is the old man at the inn doing well? Are my parents still at the shop every day? Have any monsters attacked? And most of all, how are you, Tifa? It feels like I haven't seen you for years. We were all talking about you last night. Everyone likes you, but because everyone idolizes you, I couldn't very well stab them in the back. I always acted cool, but actually, I was just afraid of being jilted. Wow, if I keep writing like this will become a love letter. So I think I'll stop here. Take care, I'll write again. P.S. Write me back, okay? Yeah, I jammed on it. I remember. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go into the inn now. The whole inn's booked up by Shinra for the night. Cloud? Is that you, Cloud? It must have been 2 years. Say, you've really moved up in the world being under Sephiroth's command. Yeah. What are you looking at? This scenery. I feel like I know this place. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, let's get some sleep. I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I've heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. Okay. Alright. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out. Listen to me, Sephiroth. Listen to me, Sephiroth. In case something happens. Trust me. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Tifa, you're the guide? That's right. I just happen to be the #1 guide in this town. It's too dangerous. I can't involve you in something like this. Then there's no problem if you protect her. Let's go. Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Jeez. Great, thank you. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. A Mako reactor was built in Mount Nibel. Cold air of the mountains of Nibel. It was no different. Okay. Just for funsies. Sephiroth. Gold armlet. Toph, and Masamune. It's materia. Revive materia, restore materia, earth. Earth with all. Fire materia. Something else not equipped. All with lightning and all with ice. It gets harder from here. Follow me. It gets harder from here and then just sprints along the bridge. The bridge. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea to run across the rickety old bridge. Everyone seems to be all right. Can we get back to where we were? These caves are intertwined, just like an ant farm. There seems to be one... Oh, and Sephiroth. There seems to be one person missing. It may sound cold, but we've got no time to search for him. We can't go back now, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here. Alright. What's this? A mysteriously colored cave. It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here. Okay. And what's this? A Mako fountain. It's a miracle of nature. It's so beautiful. the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to be able to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic too? You were in Soldier and didn't even know that? Did you even study the books? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic. Or so they say. Magic, a mysterious power. Nerd. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use an unscientific term such as mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Hojo of Shinra Inc., an inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako fountain, so this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. And on they walked. Okay. We finally made it. We sure took the long way, though. Tifa, you wait here. I'm going inside, too. I want to see. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. But take care of the lady. Man. Better take real good care of me then. Okay. There we go. There we go. So weird trying to navigate this stuff. This is Genova, right? The lock won't open. I mean, it says Genova everywhere. If it's not Genova, someone really messed up with the printing. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. Okay. Why did it break? Now I see. Hojo. But even doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy when it's working correctly. Now what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Oh yeah, it becomes materia. Right, normally, but Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Through the window. I would love to. There we go. Yeah, it's just materia. What is this? Normal members of soldiers are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a high degree of Mako, far more than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly, and it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Hey, Cyborg Zombie, how's it going? Doing well. A little tired. It's a long day of work, but having fun replaying this game. Normal member of Soldier? You mean you're different? Of course Sephiroth's built different. Hey, Sephiroth. No. Was I? Ooh. Was I created this way too? Nothing like a good existential crisis for your villain. Hour of work left. Nice. Am I the same as all these monsters? Sephiroth. You saw it. All of them were humans. Human? No way. I mean, I've always felt since I was small that I was different from the others, special in some way. But not like this. Ooh. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, nice. Am I human? I didn't quite understand what Sephiroth was saying at that time. I was even more surprised by the fact that Shinra was producing monsters. Who would have thought the evil corporation was doing evil? Damn, Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate them. Who would have ever thought that Mako reactor was held a secret like that? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett? Let's just do a quick save. Okay. Good. So the final battle did go sideways for me. I got through it. I made one mistake that made the battle take longer because Squall was tearing through everything. But in the second phase of the final battle, I misclicked a Phoenix down when Squall was down and accidentally used it on Renoa, who was alive. Renoa accidentally just used it on myself. So Squall was out of the battle then. So I had to do it with just Renoa and Zell for the whole rest of the fight. It took like 50 minutes or so to do the whole battle. But they fortunately were both strong enough. Like I was able to tank the stuff, and Zell was just stocked on meteors, Ultima. Like I was able to do it. It honestly probably would have been quicker for me to have just reset and just redid the battle with Squall up, and it would have gone even quicker. But I was able to do the battle with just Zell and Renoa. It took longer because I only had two people. And I kind of just I was like, no, I'm already in it. I'm not resetting it to do that. Let's just do it. And yeah, it was a long, long battle, but when it was done, it was much more satisfying to have gotten through it like that. Yeah, it was a fun one. I never had it was very much just a misclick that could have cost the whole thing if I did that again later, but it was a fun one. I was very pleased with it. Okay, more flashbacks. Tifa, you were outside. You were waiting outside then? Yes. We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself at the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right? Yeah, I mean, he kind of had a mental breakdown. We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. The villagers used to call it Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. Hence the name Shinra Mansion. Okay. Everyone's just like, we're not going. Which, to be fair, I think anybody in the town, like, everyone clearly knows who Sephiroth is. I don't think anyone's willing to go in there other than a soldier. If Sephiroth's having a mental breakdown, no one is qualified to go approach him. There's no sign of Sephiroth, but I know I saw him go into this room. Yeah. Yeah, Vincent is, like, I think my thing, like, all of these games, like, even 8, like, I like that 8 forces you to kind of have to do multi-party stuff a bit more often. 7, I feel like there's too many party members, and it's only, what, 7 or 8 total? It's one of those things where, like, too many of these games, you kind of just end up settling on a 3 for basically the whole game. And, like, they give you a lot of options, but I appreciate games more that give you a lot of options and kind of, like, they don't leave the builds to be as open-ended, so it kind of forces you for different sequences to, like, have to actually change your party regularly to be like, okay, these characters are not good for this portion of the game, so I don't want to use them. And obviously that's kind of metagaming it a little bit anyways, but I like it better when RPGs, like, encourage you to use as many people as you can and be constantly switching them out. Alright, hidden door. Yeah, I feel great about the Shinra Mansion knowing they've got the dungeon down here. An organism that was apparently dead was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gast named that organism Genova. X year, X month, X day, Genova confirmed to be an ancient. X year, X month, X day, Genova project approved. Use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? I totally forgot that, like, Sephiroth has this whole, like, actual existential crisis as he's learning this stuff. I always forget it's not just like he's just straight up a nut job right off the bat. It's, no, his, like, whole identity gets broken. Subterranean dungeons. If only. Yeah. He was a normal super soldier. Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? Alright, well, Professor Gast also never told him how life and death works, I guess. Let me be alone. Alright, man. I wish you could interact with the books and stuff and, like, just, like, have it be like Cloud just, like, leafs through a few books and you can find out, like, a few little tidbits of lore. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra mansion. He continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. The electric bill was astronomical. Ooh, world expansion. So there's a handful I have not played yet, like 9 I have never played. But I've heard a lot of great things about that one, so that would, I think if I play it, that would probably be a candidate. Probably X would be a cool one, I think. Like, I know there was X2. Like, it did kind of have a sequel, but I think X, like, they could do, there's so many different things they could do with X, just with how they built that world. I mean, if Square Enix really wanted to, like, I don't know if maybe there was one that I just wasn't aware of, but they could just make a full-on blitzball game, and people would eat it up. Alright, let's go back. Sephiroth seems different. Alright. Haha. Yeah, I think he's doing fine. Good, man? Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? You ignorant traitor. I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, then move on. At the end of their harsh, hard journey, they would find the Promised Land and supreme happiness. But those that disliked the journey appeared. Those who stopped their migrations built shelters and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck this planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to increase. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? Don't you get it? An ancient named Genova was found in the geological stratum of 2,000 years ago. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients. No, the Cetra. I am the one that was produced. Produced? Yes. Professor Gast, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. How did he... Sephiroth. It's a weird little jaunt down the hall. Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. The only situation where that comes across ominously. Out of my way. I need my mom. Alright, back out we go. Oof. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Then come over here and help me. check this house. You check the one over there. Terrible. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. Yeah. The crazed soldier has had his mental breakdown, and now it's war crime time. Still, though, with the CG and stuff, that's just such a great animation there for him. Okay. Made our way all the way back here. Okay. Back down we go. Papa. Sephiroth? Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako reactors, Shinra, everything. I hate them all. Justified. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open this door. He's just Stewie in that one Family Guy episode. He says, Mom, Mommy, Mama, Mama. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? Oof. Oh, but his mom let him in at least. You promised that you'd come when I was in trouble. Okay, bye. Mother, let's take this planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the Promised Land. Sephiroth. My family, my hometown. How could you do this to them? Did you hear him? You're a traitor, remember? Apparently. They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But they, those worthless creatures, are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you. So don't worry. Yup. What about my sadness, my family, friends, the sadness of having my hometown taken away from me? It's the same as your sadness. My sadness. What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take this planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What am I supposed to be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. But yeah, the dude had a mental breakdown. Those types of camera things are always so goofy to me. At least when they do them that rapidly, like the slow ones in like an anime where it's just a stare down, sure, but like the rapid ones, it's just goofy. And that's the end of my story. Wait a damn minute, ain't there more? I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official record states Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. Right. Because Shinra, the organization we've established, is the big bad guy. Why would they, which control the media, ever lie? Shinra Inc. owns the paper, so you can't rely on that information. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened then. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. Seems like a lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Genova? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Did someone else carry it out after that? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth. Damn, don't none of this make sense. I'm going, gone. Leaving the thinking to you. Yo, Cloud, let's get a move on. Wait a sec. Cloud, what's wrong? You just gonna stand there while Sephiroth heads for the Promised Land? I ain't letting Sephiroth or Shinra get to no Promised Land. If they do, then we're all screwed. You know what I'm saying? Is that all? Oh, brother. Fine, that's good enough. Oh, brother. Cloud, how bad was I when Sephiroth cut me? I thought you were a goner. I was really sad. The Ancients, Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth, and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Red just snoozing the whole time. Okay. Oh, Cloud, let me give you this. Received PHS. Changing party members. Access the menu and select PHS. It can only be used on the world map or at a save point. PHS will put us in constant contact with each other. I'm going on ahead. Alright. Alright. Let's just talk to... Thanks to Mako Energy, life's pretty darn convenient thanks to Shinra. Don't you think so? But I'd hate to think of what life would be like without Mako Energy. Mako's energy made things a lot more convenient. Seems like a lot of plants and animals have been disappearing at a rapid pace. I think old life was better, don't you think so? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure I'm right. You think so, don't you? Is that a chest I can take stuff? Nope. Okay. Let's go through all this stuff in calm before I think. Love the fake out stuff. Like, you see chests, you want to check those, but then like the cupboards and things are actually the stuff. There was a suspicious-looking man in a black cloak. He was carrying a wicked-looking sword. Yep. Guard source. These ones. Okay, Peacemaker. Just get all the stuff we can here. And then get ready to wrap up. See, next house. Hate getting caught on the people. Let's see, how are we? Got 9 potions, 11 Phoenix Downs. Let's get 2 tents. Get 1 more potion. Okay. Let's see, we don't have Earth. It's the only one that they have there. Oh, heal. Okay. Anything I don't need here. Let's see, I could probably get rid of my Titan Bangle because I got them thrown. So we'll sell that so I can buy heal. Okay, there are upgrades for everybody, but I can't afford any of it. Don't think I have. Anything else I would want to sell? Didn't realize I haven't been equipping any accessories. Okay, so I can't get any of the weapons right now, because I don't have the money, but that's fine. We could always come back here to buy that stuff. So yeah, so I think we'll head out of the town, we'll save here, and that is a good stopping point, I think. So yeah, we're right around the 2-hour mark. Yeah, I think that should be good for now. Just do the second save, because I'm always obsessed and paranoid about that. Okay. Yeah, so a good amount of progress. It's weird to me because like it doesn't feel like it was a huge amount, but it was a lot of lore, a lot of backstory, exposition, like plot, whatever word you want to use to describe it. And we finished up escaping the Shinra building. Sephiroth shows up, and we managed to just basically flee, make our way out, and discover, like after escaping it, that we should set out. We need to hunt Sephiroth down for one reason or another. But we don't really know why initially. It's just Cloud has beef. Which sometimes that's sufficient enough for a plot. So we make our way to Calm, and I do love the fact that they take the point there, because it's still early in the game, to let Cloud do that backstory and you play through the flashbacks and stuff, like, because otherwise it would be a very like hand wavy, like he says it's the bad guy, so we gotta just go search for him. But no, like they walk you through what happens to Sephiroth to set him off and be like, no, this is why it's bad, this is why he needs to go after him, and you understand what Sephiroth was trying to do at one point, and you could connect the dots then based on what you just saw in the Shinra building to be like, oh, okay, Sephiroth is back and he's trying to do this again. So you understand what the stakes are pretty early on and what's going on. So I like that. I genuinely did not remember the whole flashback sequence to show Sephiroth going nuts. Like, I knew there was flashbacks. I remembered there being flashbacks with Cloud, because every, like, Advent Children and stuff, they all made a point of having them have the flashbacks randomly. I just forgot the cadence of how they appear throughout the game and stuff. But yeah, next week we'll get to do a bunch of fun little exploring things. There's all kinds of side missions we'll get to do. That will eventually get us set up for getting Yuffie. I don't think we'll do that next week. Get to that point. I think it'll be just kind of doing some of the fun exploration and side stuff now that we have the whole world available. If we get enough money, we'll probably backtrack to Calm to get some of the gear, unless we steal something along the way that gives us better stuff. But we'll see what happens there. So yeah. So we'll call it there. Appreciate everyone who tuned in. I hope you all had fun watching. I had a lot of fun playing. I'm kind of glad it was a bit more cutscene heavy and other stuff, because I was definitely very tired today after a long day of work. And now that it's gets dark earlier, the commute back definitely makes me very tired. So I didn't really have a lot of energy to have to think a lot about what I'm doing during combat and stuff like that. So I'm glad it was only a little bit of that early while I still was a bit more awake and had energy, and definitely I felt myself getting more tired as it went. But it was nice being able to just focus on reading, essentially, and just that part of it. But yeah, still a lot of fun though. Definitely enjoying the game. I definitely think the story itself is stronger than 8's story. I still prefer the characters of 8 more. But when it's all said and done, I've got my scoring metric for scale of 0 to 10 for how I'm rating all these categories. that I've picked out for the games, and I'm gonna let that dictate which one is better, so to speak. Like based on those scores, based on how I rated them both, which one ended up coming out on top. So it'll be a fun surprise to see that at the end. All right, so I'll be back this Friday with more Mass Effect 2, more Stardew on Saturday, and we'll be back next Tuesday with more Final Fantasy VII. So hope you all have a good rest of your evening, rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Hope you all have a good rest of your week, and I will catch you all on the next stream. So I will see you all later.